2021 ZX14 Kawasaki. I'm gonna be removing the fairings. This is good from 2012 to 2025. Fairing removal of the Kawasaki ZX14. The tools you'll need to remove the fairing is going to be a 4mm Allen, 5mm Allen, and a flathead screwdriver. At the end of this video, I will also be performing a coolant change. Let's start off removing these panels right here. They're all 4mm hex heads. When removing this fairing, the trick is to push a little bit inward and up in the front here to unlock here, and it'll come right out. It's held down by these things right on the side of the fairing right here. So you gotta move toward the middle, up and out. Simple. The left side is the same procedure. It's 3 4mm bolts taken off with the Allen. By grabbing with 2 hands and pushing inward, these air duct covers come out real easily. The OEM plastic air duct covers are more flexible and easier to put back on. These are kind of hard to put back on since they're carbon fiber. By removing the upper covers, you get access to the running lights and the high beam lights. The high beams are right there, running lights are right there. To replace the low beam lights, it's easier to go from the bottom. Just remove the plastic cover right here. It's 1 4mm and 2 push rivets. You push it back and out. As simple as that. Next step is to remove both grills and the sides. You got a long 5mm on top. The long one goes on top. With a rubber washer. There's a shorter one down here. The top one and the bottom one. These are 5mm. Then right here, hidden, it's a 4mm. On both sides. Same procedure, both sides. Once these are off, you pull out a little bit. It's gonna come out from behind here. There's 2 pop rivets behind. Or the grommet. The grommet's behind here. The press, just push it out a little bit. Then you grab here. and you pull straight back. It should come out. You got rubber grommets here, here. That's you popping out of here and here. These are the rubber grommets. You're popping it out, pulling it back, and sliding out of here. Once you remove that 4mm, it goes right here. It slides straight back, and it goes behind here. That gives you access to more bolts. And the battery. This is the battery right here. You want to replace the battery? It's right here. Once we remove both side grills, we will be removing the front tank cover. Now to remove the front tank cover, there's a grommet back here. There's one around here, and then you got the 5mm hex bolt right here. Now left side of the bike, right over the reservoir, there's a grommet back here that's been held by this, and this is being pushed in. You're gonna hold this part right here and push out a little bit, gently till it pops out. And there's another one down here, that's out. Then we go to this other side, do the same thing. So hold here, that's a push out. There, now it's loose on both sides. Loose on both sides, you're gonna go forward and up. It's been held here. They go right in here. So you're gonna go forward. So you're gonna go out, forward, and up. And these are the push pins that go into the grommets. The next step is to remove both inner side fairings. To remove this fairing, you're gonna have 4 5mm bolts. Right here, hidden up in here, that's another 5mm, and 2 down there. One there, one there. You also got a push rivet right here, a 4mm right there, more push rivets down here. You got these 2 right there, and you got these in the corners right here. So you got 4 pop rivets to go. Pop this part out, and the whole thing comes out. Once these are out, get a pop rivet right here. Just push in the center and pull it out. This is a 4mm fairing bolt. Yes, I just lost the washer. I found it later on. Move this one here, push, And this one here, push. Take note, the one with the wrinkly head like that, the one that's wrinkled on the top, is the one that goes right here, right there. The smooth ones are the ones go right here in the side, the black part. Okay, there's another pop rivet hidden right here. Right there's another pop rivet. Push in the center and pull it out. Once this pop rivet is pulled out, you got this part right here. You gotta pull the rubber piece right here. You have to separate it so they go behind it. This thing is already pretty much off. The only part we got separated now is this part right here. And disconnect the lights, the turn signal. You're gonna start by removing right here. Then these are two separate parts. So the side fairing, we're gonna slide it out from right there. These things gotta slide back. And out. Then all you gotta do is disconnect the light right there. See, those things gotta slide them back and out. And that's where we remove all these pop rivets. We remove that pop rivet, that pop rivet. Here's some tires, left side fairing removed. That gives you access to a water pump, coolant reservoir, and there's the air filter. That you don't need to take the side fairing off. You just take off the front tank cover. The right side is almost the same as the left side. You got one 5mm, two 5mm, 3, 4 pop rivet here, pop rivet right in here, 4mm right here. And the pop rivets are already removed from here and here. The difference between the left and the right fairings is that the right fairing has this carbon canister on it. You're gonna have to remove the two hoses connected to the carbon canister, then the turn signal connection. Now to do a coolant change, once you got the fairings removed, you got a 10mm bolt here with a washer in the back. Okay, once you remove that, replace the washer. Just break it loose, don't take it off. You need to put a container underneath right now. Once the drain bolt is loose and the containers are underneath, you have to go around to the other side. Remove the clip that's right here. Take that off. Then you're just gonna open the radiator cap. Just keep it loose so air can just go into it. It's already dripping. Hold the container high up because it should shoot out. There's the washer. This is red line super cool. That's the coolant, that's why it's that color. While that drains, you go ahead and remove the cap from the reservoir. Put it to the side. Then you're gonna remove these two 10mm bolts and just flip this over into there and drain it completely. Now to remove it completely, just disconnect right there. See? Goes through here. Reservoir is dirty. I'm just gonna rinse it off with water as much as I can. You don't need to over torque this. Once it stops, it's fine. Once the coolant is drained, put the 10mm bolt back in and snug it. Then you're gonna fill the system up with distilled water. Put the radiator cap back on, turn on the bike, let it run to circulate the distilled water in the system, turn it off, let the bike cool down, drain it again. You're gonna do that procedure a couple times till only distilled water comes out. Once that's done, you drain all the distilled water, then you put your 50-50 mixed coolant in there, the Kawasaki coolant, whatever coolant you want. As long as it's safe for aluminum block engines, it's fine. And that's the whole procedure. When filling up the coolant system, it's better to have the bike on the side stand, so this section of the bike is the highest point of the whole cooling system, allowing all the air to come out. Once you fill the system, close off the radiator, turn on the bike and let it run till the fans come on. After an hour or so, once the bike cools down, go ahead and remove the same 10mm bolt. Let it drain again. Once all the old coolant's out and all you see is distilled water coming out, let it drain out completely, fill out with the coolant of your choice, 50-50 mix, then fill up the reservoir to the full line, which is around here. So it's gonna be around here. Then you can run your bike without putting the fairings. Run the bike with the coolant running till the fans kick on, turn it off, let it cool down, make sure the coolant level is correct still. If it goes down a little bit, just put a little more. I hope this video helps some people. If you have any questions, just comment and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you so much.